Welcome back to Castaways, where our castaway is dying miserably, and it's very fun, I'm sure, for you guys watching me having a brutal time trying to even come close to winning this game, which I'm very far away. But this will be the conclusion, I guarantee it. We're just going to go, all right, may they rest in peace. Well, let's hope they do. I rolled a 5. Wow, I don't take an injury for that. Excellent. Well, I've been dodging that the entire game, but hey, this game has just been beating me down. All right, our first event. Off to another exciting start. It's getting sunnier, which means we're already at the scorching. We're going to lose an energy. We're going to go from 3 energy down to 2. 5 plus, well, crate's already out there. If the weather is sunny or better, all castaways make a secret wish. At the end of the game, the winner's wish will come true. Well, I think I wish I'd never found this game. All right, that's going to be our event. Oh my god. Well, whatever. It is what it is. It's brutal, I'm telling you. All right, now we're going to be placing our meeples out on the board for taking actions. Once again, I need some food. I really don't want to go fishing because the shark is out there, and I don't really need another trauma. So, oh man, what am I going to do? This is getting so brutal. I wonder if I should even bother trying to build the bonfire too, for I have 6 wood. You know what? Let's go ahead and collect some wood. We're going to spend an energy. We're going to go from 2 down to 1. Because we have the fallen tree, we're going to get 1 off the fallen tree and 1 from there. So that's going to give us 8 wood. And I think we're going to build that. Why not? Let's build something. However, the first thing we're going to do after that is we're going to do a rest action. So we're going to rest, and then we're going to do some building. So not bad. All right, so we've collected our wood. We're going to rest. So if I don't roll a 1, okay, a 4, I'm going to get 2 energy back, and I'm going to lose an injury. So I lose my 1 injury, I get 2 energy back. So I'm at 3 energy, 1 trauma, and the rest was successful. Now we're going to do a build. We have 2, 4, 6, we have 8 pieces of wood. I am going to use all 8 pieces of wood out of our supply. And we're going to spend the 1 energy. So we're going to go from 3 down to 2. What that means is we have just built the giant pile of wood, which I think I'm going to throw myself on and light it up at the end of the episode because that's about how it's going. So that's going to help us get off the island, he says. Yeah. All right. That's the end of that one. Okay. Wow. Brutal. All right. Did I spend the right number of energy there? Oh no, it's one energy per piece of wood. Oh, okay. Oh man, I didn't read that correctly because it's I thought it was 1 energy, 8 pieces of wood. We're gonna have to rethink that. So instead of doing a build action, so we're gonna be back to 3 energy. You know what? We're gonna go exploring. The hell with it. We're going. Oh, we don't have any food. What am I doing? I don't have any food, so I would take a food action. Sorry, I'm getting this all messed up. I think I'm so close to being frustrated and crushed like a grape. I'm making errors. So we would have taken a food action because we don't have any food. So we rested, we got 1 food, and then what did we do? Well, whatever. That's what we're going to do. So now we're in the survival mode, which we're doing poorly at. We eat 1 food. Okay, so we get our food back. We don't have any injuries. Yay, but the campfire's not lit, so we're going to lose an energy. So we're going to have a trauma, 3 energy, and here we are. Now we're going to have another turn. So we're just going to keep going. Yeah, this scorching day just keeps sapping our energy. Yay, it gets cloudier, so we're not into the scorching anymore. So we only have, wow, we're lost. We have 6. We already have a crate washed up on the beach. The starting player chooses whether to add 2 wood to the storage or receive a food. Let's get a food. Thank you very much. So we don't need to waste any energy getting food this time because we do want to explore. All right, we're going to immediately, what do we want to do first? Ooh. I don't know. Ian, oh man, what are we going to do first? I think we're going to take a write in our diary action, because when we do that, we can get one extra token, reroll token. So that's going to give us 2 of these reroll tokens. So now we have a total of 3, and that could come in very handy when we go exploring, because we do probably want to go exploring. I only have 3 energy though, so I think we're going to rest and then we're going to explore. So our resting, so we've gotten our reroll tokens. We're going to rest, which means if I don't roll a 1, we'll get 2 energy back. So that's excellent. We're going up to our maximum energy of 5. Then we're going exploring. We don't pay an energy because we have a machete. Off to the interior of the island we go on our merry way and see what we can do. Oops, I threw this over here when it should have stayed on top. All right, continuing on. The weather gets better, so it's going to be a little bit harder for us to get back. Oh, don't even tell me. And suddenly the sun was shining. The marker on the weather track 1 space to the right. You gotta be kidding me. That puts it back to scorching. We immediately lose an energy. And that didn't do anything but make it harder for us to get back to camp. Isn't this an easy game? All right, the next, we're continuing on. Birds, can we eat them? There were birds as well. Birds with tasty meat, but difficult to catch. Each explorer with a firearm and any ammo can choose to spend 1 ammo while we don't have any ammo. So we can't go after the birds. We can just look at the birds and go, pretty birds, how lovely. Continuing on, we've got to get to the top of this island. Oh great, it's +2 to get back. So now we're at 7. We're going to get lost any second here. And suddenly the sky was covered with clouds. So it got sunny and now it got cloudy. Each explorer loses an energy. Move the marker on the weather track 1 space to the left. We lose an energy. The weather tracker goes 1 space to the left. And we didn't advance into the interior of the island at all. Brutal. Continuing on. Jungle. Yay, we get to advance 1 space. The jungle grew a few meters away from the shore as it made its way through the bushes and vines. It shrouded me while its vegetation grew thicker and thicker. Each explorer loses an energy. Oh, and it's too hard. Did I move that or not? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So, and that's basically it. So we lost an energy. 3 down to 2. We got 2 harder to get back, finding our way back. We need a 7+ now. Excuse me. Well, we're so out of time. Oh, great. And now we find a pit of quicksand. Yes, quicksand. So harder to get back. Oh my God. An enormous pit of quicksand blocks our way. Explorers may avoid it. -1 space on the exploration track. Wade across it. We roll a die minus an energy. With a 1 or 2, I slide into the pit. If the explorers cross, they advance 1 space on the exploration track. Oh, what the heck. We're going to wade through this quicksand. I'm getting tired of this. Tired, I tell you. Okay, we don't want a 1 or 2. We have 3 reroll tokens. Roll a 3. Wow, did we get through this quicksand? I do believe we just did. All right. If the explorers cross, they advance 1 space on the exploration track. Cool. That's what we want to see. Each player in the pit. Well, we're not in the pit. If they're trap players or no, when someone activates this card, exploration, trap players will join the group. Add card 38 to the heart of the island. Well, that's not good. So that's probably going to be some other nasty thing coming up for us later in the game, if we ever get there. Of course, this is the last episode. Add 38 to the interior of the island. Card 38 gets, to the heart of the island, not the interior. We're in the interior. We are so far away that we are in big doo-doo. All right. We have 1 energy left, 3 reroll tokens, a trauma. We have to roll, an 8+ to get back to camp. Yeah, let's go ahead. We find fugitive slaves. Well, at least we get to go along the track. We found the remains of the chains in the jungle. It might have belonged to some fugitive slaves who ran away from the ship. Add 88 to events and 89 to the heart of the island. All right, 88 to events and 89 to the heart of the island. I'll do that off screen and be right back. All right, we processed it. So we added 88 to the events and 89 to the heart of the island. And do we want to continue on pressing our luck? Yeah, let's go ahead. We have got to motor. Oh, great. We find jaguar cubs. But we get to move. We get to move. We're only a couple of spaces away from the heart of the island. The cubs look at you curiously. Can I just go away? Explorers may leave them alone. Add 32 to the heart of the island. Hunt them down and eat them. Add 2 to the supply, and each explorer takes a food. Add 33 to the heart of the island. And 75 to events. I think eating the baby jaguars is a bad move. I'm going to leave them alone, and we're going to add 32 to the heart of the island. We don't want to provoke Mama, I don't think. So we're going to take 32, we're going to add that to the heart of the island, which is another one of these cards. And we're going to shuffle, 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 and that's going to be added to the heart of the island. And should we continue pressing on, I say let's go for it, because, oh great. But at least we advance. We advance 1, so let's go and do that. It's going to be harder to get back. We need a 9+ now. But we get a reroll token. We get a reroll token, okay. You unexpectedly run into a group of young natives who are using blowpipes to hunt birds. When the noise of your footsteps scared away the prey, the young men responded with gestures encouraging us to leave the place. Explorers may make contact with them even though their legs are shaking. You may try to be friendly and attempt to do business with them. Resolve card 102. Attack them. If you're lucky, you may even... let's resolve card 102. Let's not provoke them into killing us. Alright, let's go to 102. 102. Maybe we can trade or something with them. Okay, negotiating with natives. Our mouth watered in the sight of the birds they had managed to hunt. If we're lucky enough, maybe they would be interested in a little barter. You negotiate with the add 2 SP value of objects if you're willing to trade and exchange. 2 gives us 1 food to the storage. 3 gives us 2 food. 4 natives gives you a blowpipe. They have 1 available. If you obtain a blowpipe, look at 104 and decide who's going to keep it. Add the card. Add card 105 to the heart of the island. Wow. Do we want to give away something? We could give him the blanket. Captain's log's worth 2. The Bible's only worth 1. So if we gave him the Captain's log and the Bible, we'd get 2 food. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're not going to negotiate with them really at all. So we don't have to. I don't know why this stupid thing is not focusing. Focus properly. So we're just going to add 105 to the heart of the island. So we're going to say, forget you. I'm going to add 105 to the heart of the island, leaving them in peace. I would have loved to get the blowpipe, but we just don't want to give away a ton of stuff to try and get it. I need my blanket for resting and what have you. All right, I think we're going to go back to camp. We're pushing our luck pretty heavily, or should I don't know. Should I do it? Let's go 1 more. We're only 1 step away from the heart of the island. Darn it. Now we're at 10. It makes us harder to get back. I could see a great part of the jungle under my feet. If you pay 2 energy, I don't have it. You may look at the next 2 cards of the deck. Place 1 in the bottom, 1 in the top, blah, blah, blah. Don't have it. I don't have enough energy to climb the tree, but we are now going to head back. We need a 10+ to get back, which means I have to roll a 9 to get back. Come on! 7 and 1 is 8. Going to use one of my 4 reroll tokens. Come on, I want to get back to the island. 8 plus 1 is 9. Oh, no! Do I want to blow another reroll token? Oh man, I don't know. I think we're just going to say we're lost. So we're going to be lost at 10. But we're going to spend 1 energy to drop it down to 9. So we have 0 energy. We're trying to get back. Oh my god. I roll an 11. We do get back to camp. We do make it back to camp. So that is quite good. All right, we're back in camp now with 0 energy. Survival time. Yes, we're eating our 1 food. That puts us to 1 energy. But we don't have the campfire lit. We lose energy, we go to 0. And that's basically the end of our turn. And so going to come right back and continue on. Continuing on. And yes, right before the event, we have to roll the die for Ray to rest in peace. We roll a 4. We don't have an issue. All right, it's getting cloudier out. Good. So we go back to normal. No more scorching. 3+. We already have a crate on the beach. Getting to the starting player chooses whether to add... Wow, so there's lots of duplicate cards of these. Add 2 wood or receive a food. Let's receive a food. Wow, we've got some good cards, finally. So we're going to receive a food. So once again, we don't need to bother with that. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a rest action. And let's see if we can get 2 energy back. We roll a 6, we get 2 energy back from 0 to 2. And we're going to do another rest action, and then we're going to explore. So we've did that rest action. We're going to do another rest action. Come on. That's cocked die. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. We roll a 6. Excellent. So we do get 2 more energy, up to 4 energy. We're exploring. We have the machete. We don't pay an energy. We are in the interior of the island. Let's carry on. I remember the way. Ooh, okay. I spent more and more time on the island. I got tired of seeing this turtle-shaped stone every time I left the camp. Keep this card. You may discard it before a return roll in order to add 2 to the result. Ooh, love it. Okay, that gives us a... We could actually have a +3 to get back. So that's excellent. So we're going to continue on. A stranded cannon. We found a ship's cannon among the craggy rocks. Nobody knows how it arrived there, but I was sure it would be useful. If the explorers pay a total amount of 6 energy, don't have it. Otherwise, add this card to the pending explorations. Well, you can put it down here. I'm going to put it off to the side, which means we can, if we ever have 6 energy, we can drag it back to camp. I'm sure it comes in handy if you get attacked by pirates, but we're not concerned about that right now. Come on, we need to advance. Oh, great, we got mosquitoes, so it's going to get a little bit harder to get back. They were worse. They were the worst thing on the island. They were everywhere day and night. They caused serious disease and fever with their painful bites. Roll a die. Oh, man, come on. A 6. All right, that's a good roll. Well, you lose an energy, so they just sap our energy. Not the end of the world. We still have 3 energy. Trying to get to the heart of the island. It gets too harder to get home. Now, 7+ to get back. However, not everyone is suffering. Sometimes I would enjoy a restful beauty. Each explorer receives an energy and add 1 food to the supply. You mean something good is happening? Wow. So we get 1 energy. Unreal. So we go from 3 to 4. And we add a forage token to the supply. Continuing. We just can't get off the interior of the island. I feel weak. I'm feeling weak, I'm telling you, just from doing this playthrough. Sometimes I was overwhelmed with fatigue. I felt I could not make 1 more step. So we roll a die. We either lose 2 energy or 1. Wow. 5. Wow, we're getting at least good rolls. So we only lose 1 energy. So sapped our energy a bit. We're not advancing, though. We're almost through this deck already. Are you kidding me? 2 harder. Or, sorry, 3 harder. 1, 2, 3, up to 10. And we don't advance. It's easy to get confused in the jungle. There are no tracks, no paths, sometimes not even sunlight. Each explorer loses an energy. Oh, great. From 3 down to 2. Come on, where's the footprint? A raft. +1 harder to get back. We're up to 11. An irrefutable piece of evidence. Some poor bastard has been marooned on the island before us. Well, I pity him. We're going to follow him pretty sure. Explorers decide whether to place the raft on the construction area to be built. Once built, put 81, or add 4 wood tokens to the storage. Let's just rip it apart. We're putting 4 wood in the storage. We can light the island on fire with the amount of wood we have. Come on, there's got to be a footstep in here somewhere. There it is! Finally, we move to the heart of the island. And we get a reroll token. Ooh, okay, yeah, but it looks like something bad, doesn't it? We found a member of the crew who is left alone to die, or just about to die. Explorers may give him food and water. Tells you of misfortunes, blah, blah, blah. And shuffle him to the deck. Comfort him. Each decide whether to prefer to stay with the dying man or continue exploring. Everybody stays. Increase the difficulty to return by 1. If the whole group leaves him on the beach, each player loses 1 random reroll. If only some of the players receive one. Then he dies. Add card 45 to the heart of the island. Sorry, bugger. I'm going to be following you. I'm going to lose one of my reroll tokens. Add 45 to the interior of the island. I'm going to do it off screen. I'll be right back. I'm going to try to get back. So, I am at 11. So I need basically a 10 to get back. Wow, I did a lot. And I roll a 12. I'm awesome. Amateur adventurer goes, I know the way. No problem. I get back to camp. Survival phase. I eat my food. I go from 2 to 3 energy. I don't have a campfire lit. I go from 3 down to 2 energy. On to the next turn. And why do I keep throwing these things over here? All right, the next turn is going to be... I have 2 cards left. Wow. I think we're done. 2 plus. A ray of hope. Not at this point in the game. Today you think of how fortunate you are to be alive. All castaways gain an energy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, at this point in the game, I would not be thinking that. But anyway, we're going to get an energy, so we'll take it. Starting off, we're going to receive our 1 delicious chunk of maggoty food. So we're going to start that off. All right, the first thing we're going to do is rest, because we want to get energy back, and then we have to explore. We have to. All right, got our food. We are resting. We don't roll a 1. Oh, and may they rest in peace. We didn't blow that, so we roll a 1, so we only get 1 energy back for resting. That was lame. But we're going to explore. Don't pay the energy. Back to the heart of the island this time. We're at the heart. Oh my god. A dangerous jump. It's going to get a little bit harder to get back. A lot of text on these cards. There was another way. It was a matter of jumping or going back. In game order each, so we decide if we want to jump. Explorers who don't jump move their exploration space back 1. Forget it. Let's jump. With a 4 or more, they manage to jump. They advance 1 space on the track, and each of them gets a reroll token. With less than 4, they receive 2 injuries each. Jump! We're jumping. We are jumping. Come on. A 3, which is not quite good enough. Reroll token. Come on, we need a 4 plus. We need a little bit of luck here at the very end of the game. A 5. We managed to leap like a gazelle. All right, what do we do if we get that? We managed to jump, advance 1 space on the exploration track, and we each get a reroll token. So we get to advance, we get a reroll token back. Excellent. Continuing on through the heart of the island. I remember the way. Each time we explore, this creepy tree with a man's face greeted us. Keep this card. You may use it to get +2 to get back. So now we have the turtle rock and the creepy tree face. All right, continuing on. Come on, footsteps. +2, harder to get back, up to 7. My legs were wrapped in bushes and vines, blah, blah, blah. Each explorer decides whether to lose 2 energy or get 1 injury. Let's take an injury. I'm not losing energy. Let's take an injury. Boom. We have 4 energy. We have a trauma, an injury, 4 energy. We are continuing on. The heart of the island. We find the crew members' camp. Well, we get to advance, so that's pretty awesome. We found the remains of what had been a camp of the crew member who recently passed away. Each explorer made a total of 3 energy in order to search the remains, looking for any object that they could find in the camp. Randomly decide which explorer wins first remains of the deck. If there are no cards left, he will receive a random object among the remains that have been discarded. So we can pay 3 energy and just get something off the top of the deck. And I think we're going to do that. So we're going to go down to 1 energy, and we just get this by searching. Oh, great. We get 3 wood. We don't even have any wood in the supply. Oh, man. Just forget it. Just forget it. I don't even want the wood. I burned the place down. All right, let's continue on. I don't believe this. Yay, we get to move on. We're almost to the headland of the island. It gets too harder to get back, though, to 9. The goal of my desperate journey was near at hand. Each explorer recovers an energy. Wow, that's beneficial. That's unheard of. All right, continuing. We're just continuing. We got to keep going. Too harder to get back. Oh, man. This is not the way. Sometimes a cliff or a turbulent river forced me to dig a detour. Each explorer loses an energy and moves his cube 1 space back in the exploration track. Oh, thank you so much. Back down to 1 energy. We go backwards. Continuing on. Surrounded by fire. Well, we get to move forward. We realize a fire is about to surround us. Temperature suffocating. Explorers may wait in the river and then roll a die. Your hair gets singed. So we're going to wait in the river. Come on, a 6. We roll a 3. What does 3 do for us? The fire is bigger and you expected you lose 1 energy extra. Hang on. Your hair gets singed, so that's a 1 or a 2. Take a detour. Each explorer moves or... take a detour. We were in the river. Debris. So we rolled a die. So the fire is bigger than what you expected. 4, 5, or 6, you avoid the fire. So we didn't take the detour. We stayed in the river. Let me reread this card and come right back. Okay, so we did wait in the river, and so nothing happens to us because we rolled higher than a 1 or 2. So we used reeds, waited in the river. All right, pressing on. Steep wall, +1. Man, we're up to 12. I don't know. An enormous stone wall blocked our way. Each explorer may climb. Those who climb, get to roll a die. And less than equal energy. Okay, the rest of the group does the same. Each explorer who manages to climb the wall advances 1 space on the track. Or you can just return to camp. Is that what that means? Return to camp. Each explorer who manages to climb the wall advances 1 space on the exploration track. Or the other option is return to camp. So do we have to roll? I guess we can just return to camp. I think we're going to have to. We're going to have to try to return to camp. We have plus... We're at 12. Wow, I don't know if we're even going to get back to camp. Come on. Oh, that's useless. Reroll. I get to add +5 if I want. So all I need is a 7. I get 9, 10, 11, 12. So we do manage to get back to camp. Doing things very quickly here at the end. We're eating our 1 food, giving us 1 energy back. But we have to roll for our injury. Don't roll a 1. I roll a 2. It doesn't turn into a trauma. Our fire is not lit. We go from 2 energy down to 1. And we're basically at our final turn. Oh, we got to roll for May They Rest in Peace. I don't think we can win 5. And this is our final thing. Theft. I think we just lost. Everything was calm, or so we thought. Add card 90 to the pending exploration and place by its side a random object belonging to a random player. So it doesn't say draw another card. So what do we... So add card 90 to the pending explorations. Okay, we're going to have to do the hang. And I just realized there's no point in continuing on because we have no more cards here. And the only way to win the game, if you look at the bottom of these cards, is they tell you what you need to win the game. Well, this is the last card of the game, so we've effectively lost. So to add insult to injury, what little belongings we have left get stolen. Yay! So that was Castaways. I guess I got pretty close to the top of the island here, but I didn't do very well. Let's face it, I got hosed pretty badly. But this was Castaways. It's actually not a bad game. I have won it once with 3 players, so it's not impossible. It does look like the solitaire version here is pretty darn tough. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's a lot of reading, a lot of cards, but it's actually pretty decent. And you know what? We hardly even got through. I mean, this deck is just massive of things that can happen to you and events and cards to add to decks. I mean, the replayability is quite huge. There's 105 different cards to add there. All right, thanks so much for watching along. That was Castaways. So thanks for the comments, the suggestions, watching me make errors and get pounded on. But I hope you enjoyed it. It is actually a pretty good game. I don't know how easily it is to find anymore. And it did come out after Robinson Crusoe. So I kind of thought it came out before, but apparently it did not. All right, thanks so much for watching along. Next time will be another complete card, dice, or board game playthrough. Don't know what it will be, but I go from beginning to end. That's what I do on my channel. So once again, thanks so much for watching along on this one, and we'll see you next time.